In the vastness of Sector 9's unexplored nebulae, hidden beyond the spiraling stars, floated the crystalline world of Sylvaniar, a planet where its inhabitants, the Sylvani, shimmered like living prisms. Their translucent skin refracted light into a spectrum of colors, and their society was rooted in purity, intellect, and the sacred duty to preserve their kind from corruption. Sylvaena, daughter of the High Matriarch, was among the most revered. She was a historian, a keeper of Sylvaniar's oldest laws, and destined to join the Council of Ascendancy, a position that demanded loyalty to Sylvani blood above all. That loyalty crumbled the day she met Evan Calder, a human explorer from the Earth vessel Odyssey's reach. Beginning, the forbidden bond. The Sylvani had long forbidden contact with outsiders. Their legends spoke of ancient wars, of species that craved their light, draining their essence for technological power. Humans, in particular, were seen as dangerous, unpredictable, emotional, reckless. But Evan was different. It began innocently. Sylvaena was assigned to monitor the Odyssey's reach as it hovered dangerously close to their sector. Against protocol, she infiltrated the ship systems out of curiosity and accidentally revealed herself during a scan. Evan, the ship's communications officer, had seen the glimmer of her essence in the ship's sensors, and instead of reporting it, he spoke to her through encrypted channels, fascinated by her radiant form and haunting voice. In secret they communicated. Days turned to weeks. They shared tales of their worlds, Earth's oceans, Sylvaniar's floating gardens, the ruins of Mars, the crystalline temples. Their conversations grew deeper, more vulnerable. Evan, ever daring, proposed a meeting, and Sylvaena, against all reason, agreed. When they finally stood before each other in the ruins of an abandoned asteroid station, the connection was instantaneous, electric. The legends had been wrong. Humans could not steal their light. Evan gazed at her not with hunger but wonder. It was then that she knew she loved him. But the Sylvani do not take kindly to betrayal, especially not one so pure-born. Their affair was discovered after a careless transmission. The council declared Sylvaena tainted, her light corrupted beyond cleansing. She was exiled, a fate worse than death among her people. She fled with Evan into human space, carrying a secret even she did not fully understand yet. She was with child. Middle, the birth of a hybrid. They settled on Novaterra, a fledgling human colony on the outskirts of regulated space. It was a harsh world of crimson sands and twin suns. Nothing like Sylvaniar. But here no one asked questions. Sylvaena's pregnancy progressed faster than human norms. Within 5 Earth months, she gave birth to a son, Kaelen. Kaelen was unlike anything the galaxy had seen. His skin was semi-translucent like the Sylvani, yet warmer, more vibrant. His eyes shimmered with the deep blues of Earth's oceans and the prismatic hues of Sylvani crystals. His mind, even as a child, grasped concepts that stunned scientists, manipulating energy fields, understanding languages he'd never heard, solving problems no child his age should fathom. But Novaterra's people were wary. Whispers spread. Mutant. Alien. Abomination. Some nights, Evan and Sylvaena would wake to find warnings burned into the sand outside their home. The sovereign authority, the galaxy's human-led government, took notice. A recruiter named Director Maloran arrived under the guise of offering protection. He saw Kaelen not as a child, but as a weapon, a bridge between species, capable of revolutionizing humanity's understanding of energy, warfare, and space-time manipulation. Sylvaena refused to let Kaelen be taken. But she was not prepared for what happened next. One night, Evan was called to a meeting under false pretenses. He never returned. His body was found miles outside the colony, staged to look like an accident. Sylvaena's grief was a black hole, but Kaelen's awakening was even more terrifying. In his anguish, the child unleashed a surge of energy that turned an entire section of the colony into glass. Hundreds perished. The sovereign authority immediately declared him a threat. They sent ships, armored battalions, specialized extraction units. Sylvaena ran with Kaelen into the deep deserts, knowing it was only a matter of time before they were caught. Ending a new genesis. Beneath Novaterra's shifting sands, Sylvaena found an ancient Sylvani temple, a remnant of a past expedition long forgotten even by her people. Here, within the crystalline chambers, she and Kaelen found refuge. It was in this sacred space that Kaelen spoke words far beyond his years. They fear us because they don't understand. But we are not meant to destroy. We are meant to unite. Through the temple's archives, Sylvaena learned a truth buried in her people's history. The Sylvani had once sought union with other species, believing it was the path to true evolution. But fear, betrayal, and ancient wars had poisoned their doctrine, leading to isolationism and purity laws. Kaelen was living proof of the forgotten vision, not a weapon but a catalyst. His very DNA wove together the potential of two worlds. As the authorities' forces closed in, Kaelen stood before the temple's central crystal, the heart prism. He placed his hand upon it, and the ancient power responded, amplifying his latent abilities. Across Novaterra, the sands shifted. New structures rose. The shattered colony was rebuilt not in the image of human dominance, but as a harmonious blend of human engineering and Sylvani artistry. When the military finally breached the temple, they found themselves disarmed, not by force but by awe. Their weapons turned to harmless crystal, their anger dulled by a profound serenity that Kaelen exuded. Director Maloran himself knelt, tears streaming down his face, overwhelmed by visions of what humanity could become. In a broadcast that reached the sovereign authority and beyond, Kaelen spoke. We are not enemies. We are not mistakes. We are the future. Together, not apart. Across the galaxy a movement began. Sylvaniar, watching from the shadows, could no longer deny what had happened. Their elders debated fiercely, but the youth among them, the new generation, began questioning the old laws. Some even left their homeworld to find Kaelen, to learn, to begin anew. Sylvaena, once cursed and exiled, became a symbol, the mother of Genesis, the one who had dared love, dared dream. And Kaelen, their offspring, became more than legend. He became the bridge that would change not just two species, but the entire course of galactic history.